Imagine a keyboard that not only fits your budget, but also looks amazing and is more thocky than most custom keyboards. The AULA F75 may just be that keyboard. Coming in at $70 US, the F75 is a 75% keyboard that is hot swappable and wireless with both Bluetooth 5.0 and 2.4 GHz. Out of the box, you get the keyboard in a dust cover, a user manual, a quick start guide, a keycap and switch puller, a couple extra switches, and you get a basic gray cable that honestly isn't too great. You also have the options between a few different colorways: black, green, sea salt blue, and this one which is called light blue. The keycaps are PBT plastic and double shot and are cherry profile. They feel unreal like most of Apple Maker's keycaps. They're thick and the legends look really good and clean on them. The case is made of completely plastic, although it still feels pretty high quality, but of course a high quality metal case would have been better. But they do have to cut costs somewhere, as this is a really cheap budget keyboard. And it is heavy, weighing about 1,000 grams or about 2.2 pounds. It has a volume knob in the top right, which is also made of plastic that you can also use to change the RGB, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Underneath the keyboard, you have 4 large rubber feet for grip and 2 height adjustable feet to change the angle, although I don't really use it on this keyboard because I like the angle it already comes with. On the back side of the keyboard, you'll find the cutout for the USB dongle and the USB dongle itself in that cutout, of course. The USB-C port to plug into the computer or charge the keyboard if you're going to be using it wirelessly, and the switch to change the connectivity mode. They come with a few different pre-loop switches options. The ones I got are called the Leobog Reaper switches, which are linear and feel really good. Like I said, this is a hot swappable keyboard with 3 or 5 pin switches, so you can always change the switches out later for any switch that you would like. Now, what makes me say this keyboard is a really good budget THOCKY keyboard is because the stabilizers don't rattle like most pre-built keyboards, especially budget pre-built keyboards, and this one has really good stabilizers. It also has foam already in the keyboard, so you don't have to mod it, and that adds to the sound of the keyboard. The RGB is super bright, although the keycaps are not backlit, so you can't really see the RGB through the keycaps. It still shines around each of the keycaps and looks really good. To change the effect, it's FN and backslash, FN and tab to change the color, FN and up and down arrows to change the brightness, and FN and the left and right arrows to change the speed. Also, if you press down and hold the volume knob, it allows you to change between the normal volume knob, which changes the sound and the volume, of course. It changes the RGB instead when you spin it, which I don't know, it's not too useful for me, but some people might like to use that as well. There's also a really basic software for this keyboard, so you can reprogram keys, set macros, and change the RGB. Overall, it's not the best software, but it's also by far not the worst. I've been using this keyboard for a while now, like a couple weeks, to replace my normal custom keyboard, and this keyboard is legit. For a keyboard I thought was just a cheap Chinese budget keyboard, it has a lot of features. The keycaps are great and really high quality. The switches and typing feel for this keyboard are insane, especially for a keyboard that only costs $70. One issue some people might find is it's a plastic case instead of a metal case, which, I mean, it's $70, so you can't really expect a metal case, so it's not really an issue for me, but some people might find that as an issue. But overall, if you're looking for a good budget keyboard, this keyboard is by far the best. I would say it's even better than the RK61 just because I do like 75% keyboards more. You probably want some cool desk accessories, and I just posted 10 budget Amazon desk accessories on my channel, so go check that video out.